Ladies and gentlemen, Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, Zordar Talia, come on.
So
Aishwarya, ma'am, this one's for you. You know, everybody, all the biggies, everybody is going to be saying that, I am like, and everybody's claiming that they are like your biggest fans. If we talk about you, are you an Aishwarya Rai Bachchan fan?
that's a real sorry. With due respect, that's a random
What? No.
question.
What is that one thing that you feel is most amazing about Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, the actor? You have to.
Ravi will say. Ravi is a big fanboy, no? He'll say.
Certainly not a megalomaniac to be answering this question.
But कुछ तो होगा ना जो लोग देख रहे हैं. See, I'm not going to let you go away with this question. What is that one thing? Maybe in this character, Nandini?
Well, definitely it's characters. It's the work. Firstly, good evening and namaste, and thank you for being with us this evening. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your appreciation for this film, which is so precious to us. So I couldn't start answering the question without expressing heartfelt gratitude for all your appreciation, and through you to our audience out there, because your response has been overwhelming to PS1, and with great love and excitement, yet again with great love and excitement, we bring PS2 to you, releasing on 28th of April, and we are as excited as every one of you to watch it. Everyone here on stage, Manigaru, we can't wait to see your magic on screen. So I just had to put it out there, because I would rather say all that than answer what you just asked, being very honest. We're all human. We're all doing our jobs. But as artists, we are very, very blessed and very fortunate that we call our passion our jobs. To wake up every day, whenever you do, and to get up and go to work. In the name of work, to actually have the opportunity to experience wonderful stories being told, to get to live the life of these characters who have been either written, either documented, either they belong to books, like here, to literature, or whether it's fiction. We get to do that, to actually live the lives of so many people, because that's what our audience does. There's everybody or somebody out there who relates completely to each and every or a individual character that we essay there on screen, and that is the magic of cinema. Now, when we get to do that under the direction of someone as magical as Manigaru, dhanya hai bhai. Absolutely blessed. So I'm grateful from day one when I got to face the camera. I got to do so under his direction. And it's a very humbling experience. All this love that we receive, all this appreciation that we receive, it is for the characters that we have essayed. It is for the work we have done over the years. And it is not a singular effort ever. It is really a cumulative effort of an entire team of actors, director, the editor, the music, the DOP, the cast, the crew, the technicians, all the creative forces that come together to give us the privilege of living on celluloid, even beyond our time. We are very, very fortunate and blessed. And then to receive this degree of love and appreciation, पिछले जन्म का कुछ कर्म ही है. And we are very, very grateful for this blessing. It's very humbling. It's very overwhelming. And actors वैसे भी बहुत ही emotional होते हैं. And truly, today, by the end of today, after we've been doing all this media work, I think we're all going through these little waves of extreme emotions. Today we had, she burst into tears suddenly. Then I hear about how Jayam Ravi burst into tears the other day. And as we are watching the promo, we're all kind of getting, glaze-eyed. And suddenly I looked at just a Manigaru and I said, oh my God, it's almost the end. I mean, end of this journey, but we keep seeing new beginnings, where we are going to have the absolute joy of sharing PS2 with the audience. I mean, that's exciting. That's very, very exciting. So, gamut of emotions. And while I've digressed a bit from what you asked, but that is what it really is all about. ये सब बहुत खूबसूरत है. We are grateful, we are thankful for the love and appreciation. We are allowed to enjoy it. We're human, but we really shouldn't believe it. I truly, I deep down from my soul believe that enjoy it, don't believe it.
Right.
You know, don't really get all of this into your head. Just focus on what we do, focus on truth, reality. And yes, we are blessed that in our reality we receive unconditional love. And thank you so much, each and every one of you, for all your love and appreciation and blessings.
Thank you so much for sharing all that. Zordar Talia. You know, we are feeling blessed and very, very privileged कि ये आपसे सुनने को मिल रहा है यहाँ पे. And you know, talking about that quality जो मैं बोल रहा था, you've always had this heart full of gratitude for everybody around you. Because you've been saying that, अभी भी आपने वो बोला, and I'm sure आगे भी आप बोलोगे, be it for your cast members, for this amazing, amazing cast, or the audience. So that is what makes you so special, so amazing. Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, ladies and gentlemen. And now, moving on to Vikram, sir. So the last time when you were here, you talked about Indian traditions, our heritage, and that actually started a dialogue. That video went viral and it almost broke the internet. So thank you so much, first of all, for that. And now, with this PS2, क्या होने वाला है, sir? कहाँ तक जाएगा? Because as I said, you've already started a dialogue that we should appreciate, we should love our heritage, we should take pride in it. What do you have to say?
Hi Naveen, thanks for the awesome introductions that you always do, and thank you all for being here, and I'm very grateful for the wonderful reviews and everything that you had to say about our film, which pushed it even further up there. This has been a very special film for me, and what a man, Mr. Mani Ratnam. Working with him, our teacher, our professor, our guru, it was wonderful. It was all work and no play. We didn't have fun at the shoot, but we all lived a dream. And this dream is not just our dream of wanting to work with him or to be in a good film. It was a dream of 70 years to make a film, a story that everybody was dying to make into a film. And all of us are so proud to be a part of that film, and that each character in that film, each character has a fan club and has always had a fan club. To think that each character now has a face, and it's one of ours. And I think that's, like Ash said, very humbling, but I think we can also tap ourselves on our back and thank Mani sir again for that. Thank you, sir, for that honor, that great honor. It's been wonderful working in such a beautiful film with such a lovely cast, and the music by Rahman sir and Totadarni sir and everybody there out there, Eka who did the costumes, and Ozzy who did my hair, and the horse that helped me write properly. I'd like to thank everyone taking a page from your book. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. But I hate to say this. More than that, the fun we had was like we all shared just now. During the PR, we had such good fun. And I think that again is borrowed from the film. It resonated because most of the fun was us talking about what happened in that film, how Mani sir tortured us, killed us, and made us promise ourselves every evening, I don't want to act. I'm going to stop acting with this film. Tomorrow, no shoot. But next morning, though it was 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, whenever we were woken up, we just jumped out of bed and knew that we had to do this, and we're doing something so special. There have been movies, there have been blockbusters, there have been big films for us, but I think this one will always hold a special place in our hearts because it's not about being a blockbuster or the record breaker or whatever. It's a film, it's a story that's lived in everyone's heart and it's resonated in everyone's heart in the South, in Tamil Nadu, and to be a part of that, I think is very special. And answering your question, I'm so glad that whatever we spoke last time reached everybody. It's not just Chola, like you say, it's every state. We have such a beautiful, varied culture. Every state, every town has its own history, has its own stories, and it's so nice to be part of one of those stories which it's become an epic now, and I'm so glad that we are still here to continue, and I'm sure you're going to love the second part because we all had a doubt when they made it into 2 parts. First part was all about introductions. Will it run? Does it have enough juice? And I was personally a little worried. I was saying, oh my God. And I was talking to my other crew members during the dubbing, and they said, so second part is what has the story? Is it going to work? And I was all smiles and I was confident and all that was happening, but I was a wee bit tense inside. But after that response, I mean, I just can't wait to see the second part. And let me promise you that not just me, all of us here, maybe with the exception of Mr. Rahman, is going to watch the film not as a cast member, but as the audience, as a fan of Mani Ratnam sir and Rahman sir and all the other stalwarts in this film. It's a great film, and I just can't wait to watch the magic on screen. Thanks again, sir. Can't thank you enough. I'll bore you with my thanks, but thank you, and thank you once again for being such a huge support for us. Thank you very much.
तो रवि गारू, आपने ना 100 करोड़ हिंदुस्तानियों को ऑफेंड कर दिया सर.
क्या
मैं बताता हूँ. आपने अभी एक इवेंट में बोला और मैं बहुत गुस्सा हूं आपसे. यू कैन सी इट एकदम चेहरे पे. यू सेड कि आप ऐश्वर्या राय बच्चन के सबसे बड़े फैन हैं. सर ये जो बाकी लोग हैं उनका क्या सर? हम लोग भी तो बचपन से फैन हैं.
लुक एक चेक हो गया. हम सब एक ही है ना. कैसे आपका भी बाल सफेद है, मेरा भी बाल सफेद है ना. वो कैसा अलग होगा? कलर. ऐसे मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ कि जो भी है ऐश्वर्या जी की फैन सब एक ही है. हमारा मंजिल एक.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing that with me. ले रहा हूं ना सुनील भाई. अभी आपके बाल की तारीफ किया ना हम लोगों ने. हाँ. Okay, take this. Thank you.
I don't think this also works.
All right. So yes, this one's for you, the very gorgeous lady here. You've been this very, very important part of the first bit. और वहाँ पे आपने जो surprise entry मारी, everybody loved it. And आप मुंबई नहीं आए थे पिछली बार. You were not here. But here, now when you are in Mumbai, what do you have to say to all the wonderful people who are here to see you, meet you?
My mic's working?
Yes.
All right, okay. Hi all. April 28th is the release. See you in theaters. Sorry.
ये कोई बात होती है? You have to say thank you so much for coming here. You know, it's wonderful to be in Mumbai. ऐसा कुछ बोलो.
They know that I'm very thankful. I'm very, very lucky to be sitting here. I'm very, very lucky to be part of this film.
Right. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for saying
Thank
that,
you.
for sharing that. Of course, Shobita, thank you so much for being here. And last time आप भी नहीं आ पाए थे. लेकिन, you know, on completion of 50 days of this movie, जब 500 करोड़ का रिकॉर्ड तोड़ दिया था, you had posted something on the internet that actually set the internet on fire. It was a picture of all of you. Of course, ऐश्वर्या जी उसमें नहीं थी. अभी इस समय कौन-कौन सी memories लेके जाने वाले हो आप? When we've come to PS2 का अंत.
Hi everyone. We've had such a beautiful time shooting the both parts together and the promotions. I know often actors feel like "Arey promotions thakan ye wo," but it's actually been a beautiful experience because everyone has responded so positively and with such respect for the film and the making that it's really a joy. And a film is only complete when it has eager audiences. That's one half of filmmaking, the way I see it. It's been a beautiful response, and I think that has really rejuvenated us.
Yes.
And through the course of promotions, all of us became much closer. So I have great memories to take with me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing that. Trisha ma'am, this one's for you. Please tell us, first of all, you're looking gorgeous. Thank you so much for being here. हमारे इस planet पे आप आए हो. I can just go on and on with that. Tell us something about this journey. How much of it is that will remain with you? Like कौन सा ऐसा हिस्सा है जो आपके संग हमेशा रहने वाला है? And what are you going to miss the most about this amazing cast and crew?
Good evening. Thank you all for coming here, supporting us. It's so nice to see you all again. And too many memories that I will cherish forever. Firstly, back home, I haven't been part of any multi-starrer. So the only time, I get to meet everybody at one go is probably an award function or something else. We don't really meet that often otherwise. But this was like shooting with a whole bunch of talent every day for 130 days. And like Shobita said, the promotion part of it is what got us closer, because on set we were all a little stressed and wondering whether our clothes were right and hair was right, and whether, most importantly, we were delivering our dialogues okay, and But it's been so special. So I think all of us have had very emotional moments over the last week where we're either laughing like crazy people or we're breaking down and crying, and then the other person starts crying. And Ash was party to it today as well. Yeah, I mean, so. Thank God. Okay, I thought someone fell.
Wait, the mic drop. Yeah, that's the.
So I'm going to take home some really special memories, pictures, and it's not going to fade away anytime soon because, I mean, I will always cherish this, and I don't know if I can actually go on another set, and there'll always be withdrawal symptoms of not having these guys around, you know, because I'm only probably working with one co-star out there. So I'm privileged, and of course, again, like Aishu said, so privileged to be on this stage, sharing this stage with so many wonderful people.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Zordar thaliyan ho jaye. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. You guys have been pretty kind, of course. Sunil bhai, thank you. All right, Karthi sir, this one's for you. You know, this time, of course, with or without a kingdom, you rule hearts. You've been doing that. Yahan pe, now what is going to happen aapke character ke saath in PS2, and after this, how do you see this movie in your filmography?
First, I wish I can speak like you, but thank you. Good to see you all. Definitely, my name's been changed among children. They've all started calling me Vandiyathevan, and they want to be called Vandiyathevan. Yes. So that's the amount of craze this character has created. And so, thank you for this kind words about my performance in the film. And the way it's going to be a lot of pressure on me because every time there's going to be romance in the film, they'll expect in this level. Yes. Then I'll have to come back to Mani sir, take some help with some one-liners and some performances, so I can keep up the standard in all the films. So there's a lot of pressure, actually.
Right. A lot of
at
pressure.
home, it's even more difficult. They're asking, I never get to see all this at home. So I said, Mani sir is not here. What can I do?
Now everybody's gonna say on all the other film sets, यार मेरी cast नहीं है, मेरे director साहब नहीं है. God bless you all. Yeah, God knows what's gonna happen. Moving on to the man, ladies and gentlemen, Mani Ratnam sir. कुछ सवाल पूछूं उससे पहले तालियां तो बनती हैं यार जोरदार. Mani sir, this one's for you. You know, Jessa, everybody said they're gonna miss each other a lot. Are you really going to miss these people? Like, are you gonna miss this cast and crew?
Better miss us.
Good evening. Very happy to be here. And is looking. Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Don't say that, sir.
A wee little bit, okay?
A little bit, okay. And also, as I heard, like I believe you said it, like, do we have PS3 in the making, sir? Huh?
Anybody? Yeah, it will be there, but I don't know who will make it.
We would love for you to make it, ladies and gentlemen. Zordar taliyan ho jaye Mani sir ke liye. It's so lovely to have you, sir, here one more time. And all the best for this, though you don't need it, sir. Rahman sahab, बहुत-बहुत स्वागत है एक बार वापस से. This time, you know, it's you, Mani sir, and Gulzar sahab. We've all heard and we are in love with that anthem, PS2 anthem. Please tell us something about that.
It's always a great honor working with him, Mr. Mani Ratnam. This great cast. This movie is going to be a bookshelf movie. You know, people are going to see it for the next 50 years.
Yes.
And it's made like that, and they're all performed like that. Every one of them. It's amazing. So I'm great to be a part of that kind of experience. Working with Gulzar Saab, again, it's like home, you know. Sense of confidence, sense of trust, sense of security when it comes with Gulzar Saab. And he loves working with us. We had
Hi, a very warm welcome to this cast to Bombay. My question is for our Chian sir and Aishwarya. Sir, like everybody spoke about that, you know, how you enlightened us with the knowledge about Indian heritage, is a beautiful piece of literature. What is your favorite part from this literature?
I love the unrequited love between Nandini and Aditi Karikal, and I think it's a very, very different kind of love. I've romanced a lot of people in a lot of movies. It's always been one-sided love, or you love both of it's mutual. But this is the first time that there's one person who loves him so much he can kill him, and there's this other person who loves her so much he can die for her. And what happens then? And does he die because of her? I don't know. Or does he live? You don't know. That is a very beautiful thought. And in the book, too, it almost has it's not finished. It's left there for us to conjure up some image in our minds. And Manisa has wrapped it up so beautifully, and I just love it. And working with her was phenomenal. I loved it. And once again, it was nice sharing screen space and that chemistry with her.
Completely echo his sentiments. And who better than to actually bring that kind of dynamic on celluloid than Manigaru? He is king of bringing romance into the most tense moments in a manner which is just so unique to his storytelling, his way of bringing magic, that pain becomes beautiful. You see love, you see intensity, and the ultimate romance in the moments that, when written on paper, does not read like that, but is definitely experienced like that. And we're so fortunate to have had to have that creative opportunity uh, to live those moments. Thank you. It's truly magical.
I have an extension to this question for you, Aishwarya. How did you get into the space of Nandini, who's smitten everyone? You know, now when it was on screen, there was a sense of proud, proud that yes, this is someone right here. So how did you get in space?
Isn't
in
that
Mindspace?
amazing? First, to begin with, in Kalkisa's writing,
Yeah.
that this lady is just so, the way she's been written in as a character and as a personality, um, it's just amazing that all the women also in the audience, apart from, I mean the readers to begin with, absolutely love this character. There's a strange relatability, strange, because I think deep down, all of us know that we are gray. There's not black and white. Everybody is gray. Everybody is layered as a personality, and that's just the deepest truth. So in life, actually, there are no labels. There is no compartmentalization about being a protagonist or an antagonist, or are you positive or are you negative. These are all labels that I think we as people go about attaching to personalities. We all have all the aspects and all the dimensions, and we're reactionary. So a lot of what we do and who we are and how we, it's so often reactionary. It's very and most often emotional. The triggers are experiences, and very deeply emotional experiences, and that's what so often can be the driving force for choices that you make in your life. And I think that's the core that makes her so relatable. And when Manigaru narrated the film to me and said, Nandiniya, oh my God. I was like, really? I love it. He's a man of, we all have said this all day, man of few words, which you all just also experienced. But that one word is enough. You know, he'll say one word, a look and a nod, and that even that little that follows. You know, there's so much said in that. It was just a natural yes, and I'm so, so thankful I got to essay his Nandini and be a part of this amazing, magical, immensely memorable, and personally very deeply treasured movie experience for me as an artist and each and every one of us here. So eternally grateful that I got to be his Nandini. His Nandini. Thank you, sir.
ए आर रहमान जी, हाँ, मेरा सवाल आपसे है। आपके हमने सॉन्ग्स इसमें सुने हैं और ख़ास तौर पर गुलजार साहब हैं तो क्या कहने, बहुत बहुत मेस्मराइजिंग और बहुत अच्छा म्यूज़िक। मैं आपसे एक सीरियस सवाल इसलिए करना चाहती हूँ कि हाल ही में अभी हमने एक साउथ की बहुत बड़ी माइथोलॉजिकल फिल्म देखी, ख़ास तौर पर उसे कालिदास जी ने लिखा था और हमारे नॉर्थ बेल्ट के हैं, तो हमें उसमें जो जो उनका उसका लिरिक्स था वो हमें थोड़ा सा कमज़ोर लगा। तो हमने उनसे पूछा तो उन्होंने कहा कि लिपसिंग के प्रॉब्लम की वजह से ऐसा होता है। क्या आप एज अ म्यूज़िक डायरेक्टर मानते हैं, क्योंकि आपकी जो हम अब सॉन्ग सुन रहे हैं वो बहुत अच्छे हैं और उसकी लैंग्वेज भी उतनी अच्छी है, तो ये करना डिफ़िकल्ट होता है क्योंकि एक तो हिस्टोरिकल फिल्म, दूसरा कि उसमें जो वर्ड्स होते हैं वो बहुत डिफ़िकल्ट, और उसके साथ म्यूज़िक को एडजस्ट करना मुश्किल होता है।
I've been fighting this battle from Roja actually. You know, when I used to do jingles, I used to have Hindi and Bengali and Tamil and Telugu. So that actually gave me the experience to handle Roja with 3 languages. So all the lyric writers, actually, when it goes from one language to another language, there are a lot of challenges. Within that challenges, we have super hits like Bombay and, you know, Roja. And from Dil Se Tamil, you know, Dil Se was a Hindi movie. So we do have those limitations, but I think people are intelligent enough to understand certain limitations. They see with the vibe. And beyond all this, there is an inherent quality with the lyric writers, whether it's even Mehboob or Gulzar Saab or Javed Saab. I think they come up with something which is believable and emotional, and which actually enhances the film. And having people like, you know, Gulzar Saab is actually a blessing for this one, because he doesn't look at a language. He looks at it doesn't divide this language as Hindi or Urdu or anything. He just brings an experience to us, and we trusted him. That's it.
मेरा सवाल ऐश्वर्या से है। ऐश्वर्या है इकबाल फ्रॉम ANI।
हेलो।
हेलो। मेरा सवाल आपसे ये है कि जिस तरह का आपका और मनी सर का रिलेशन, एक विश्वास का कहें, प्यार का कहें, कॉन्फिडेंस का कहें, दिखता है पर्दे पर, पर्दे के पीछे भी। जब मनी सर की फिल्म आपके पास आती है तो वो सिर्फ नाम ही काफ़ी होता है, या कहानी, किरदार, उन सब को भी आप ढूंढती हैं, देखती हैं?
गुरु भक्ति, गुरु है मेरे, तो मतलब एक तो सबसे पहले इट्स अ नेचुरल यस। हाँ तो है ही। जब भी हिंट हिंट सर जब भी पूछेंगे ज़रूर जवाब हाँ ही होगा। दैट्स अ गिवन। अब उसे श्रद्धा कहें, गुरु भक्ति कहें, कृतज्ञता कहें या प्यार कहें, you can label it what you want, but the point is that it would always be a yes. But why wouldn't it be a yes? I'm very fortunate. I think anybody, any actor, you speak to anyone who has had the opportunity to work with him or who hasn't as yet, deeply aspires to work with him. Actors and ऑल क्रिएटिव फोर्सेस, बहुत एक्साइटमेंट रहती है। पता नहीं कितने लोग दिखाते हैं या नहीं, लेकिन बहुत खुशी होती है, बहुत एक्साइटमेंट होती है। आज व्हेन वी वर गिविंग इंटरव्यूज अर्लियर आल्सो वी वर बीइंग आस्क्ड एंड एवरीबडी सेड दैट if a message or even that name flashes on the phone, or you sir, now we are telling you directly, you cannot imagine the excitement. We have shared it unabashedly during interviews today in the day. बहुत खुशी होती है, बहुत एक्साइटमेंट होती है, और and everybody truly looks forward to getting the opportunity to work with him. और मौका मिले तो it is very deeply treasured. It is very very really cherished, respected. It's a learning curve. It is an experience which is unique to itself, and it shows in the reaction of the audience, of you viewers. I mean, it's all good. So I mean, why wouldn't one say a natural yes? लेकिन खूबी इनकी है कि it's so lovely. In fact, he said that to me recently when I was asking him, sir, how? I was asking him the context of others. You know, when we were just talking, I said, sir, sometimes you kind of wonder, should one take that call or not? You know, say yes or not. And I've never spoken to him about this before directly, and I did only very recently, after we finished Ponniyin, no, sir. And he just said the sweetest thing. He said, you know, which it's always been, be honest about how you feel about the character you're going to essay. Even if it is me, don't just say yes. I said, no, I mean, you've always brought something magical. Bhale Iruvar ho, Guru ho, Ravanan or Rab Ponniyin Selvan. I mean, you've always brought something magical. So it's a natural yes, of course. He said, but even then, you've got to be honest about how you feel about the character that you're going to go essay, because you are going to live that character and you're going to bring that character to life. There has to be an honesty and integrity and a commitment which runs beyond just, I'm going to say a yes, but of course. But I'm going to say a yes, but of course. I will always just say a yes, but of course. It's him. Everything else is already set. Everything else is already in place. Thank you.
Hi, Aishwarya ji, on your left. Hi. Uh, ऐश्वर्या जी, ये जो
जी।
नंदिनी नाम है, क्या
नमस्ते।
इस नमस्ते, ये जो नंदिनी नाम है, क्या इससे आपका कुछ इमोशनल कनेक्शन है? और एक फिल्म आई थी नंदिनी, जो लोगों ने, ऑडियंस ने बहुत ही
What
प्यार
a
दिया था।
beautiful coincidence, na? It's amazing, na?
हाँ जी।
कि ऐसा हुआ भी है. I mean, in fact, yes, even Nandini in Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam was very, very memorable. She has lived on in people's hearts, and I'm so, so thankful that I got to play Nandini then too. And she's remained special for the audience and, of course, to me. And today, and that was with Sanjay Bansali ji. And today, of course, with my Mani Garu, I got to play Nandini in Ponniyin Selvan. I mean, that's just tremendously a blessing to have gotten to play such strong women, such layered women, and women with character that touches the lives of so many women out there. There is a relatability. So I'm very, very, very grateful.
Whatever film you make, you try to make it as well as you can. But when you make a period film, and when it is historical, though it's a historical fiction, once it's an historical thing, you try to go as close as you can to what could have been, and not fantasize it, not add elements which are not too real, but try to bring it, as close to reality as possible. This film was treated in that fashion, and the objective while making was simple, that it should look like it is happening now, or it should look like we are there next to the characters. So it was shot, it was scored, it was put together, it was performed casually, not like a historical drama. So everything added to that.
Hi. Hi, good
Ashwarya
evening.
ma'am, Prabhat from Bollywood Chronicle. This side, right side. Ma'am, this side,
Which
right.
side?
Left side, ma'am.
Left, yeah.
Where? Here? There, you're there. Yeah.
Hello, namaste.
Ma'am, social media revolution is a big boon for celebrities, common people. But I mean, nowadays, the irrelevant news content being circulated, do you feel like it's hurting people? I mean, sentimentally or emotionally, and there should be a stoppage on this kind of a thing.
Sorry? What was the
There's a
question?
stoppage
I heard the comment, and I think everybody has nodded here on stage on
I'm
what
talking
are the
about-
possibilities.
Yeah, I'm talking about the irrelevant news content being circulated on social media.
But it's so nice that a member of the media only is recognizing that that does exist. So that gives us a great hope that you're obviously not going to perpetuate that. You're not going to, encourage that. And thank you very much for your wise recognition of the negative impact of false writing or unnecessary writing, which is insensitive and unnecessary. So thank you so much for your support. for that sentiment that we all share, and for your wisdom in recognizing that.
Good evening. Good evening, Team PS1. I'm Vijay Lakshmi from the Free Press Journal. My question is to Mani sir and to Rahman sir. Gentlemen, straight. Straight. Good evening, sirs. My question to both of you is, you all have collaborated with each other for almost 3 decades, and you all have been friends. And you all have given Tamil cinema some of the most landmark films that we all know. Every time you all collaborate with each other, my favorite question to ask, especially with two individuals who collaborate often with each other, is how do you bring a sense of newness to every project that you undertake? Because the subjects are very different. Yes, sir. Mani sir first.
Yeah, okay. It's very easy with Rahman next to me. It's not very difficult to ask for something new. And I think to a large extent, both of us try to keep in mind that try to explore new areas, and not try to repeat what we have done before and stay as far as possible from that. And to a large extent, also that the kind of films that we are doing dictates the kind of music that was demanded. And within that, Rahman is capable of experimenting, go far away and give something absolutely fresh. And so I've been lucky.
Thank you, sir. Rahman sir.
So I'm like a supermarket. I do super commercial movies. I do a symphony, orchestra, and then I do classical kind of songs. But here there's a special shop. It's always there for me so far. I've been very lucky. So I do all this mischief outside and come here to do all the innovation. So I can go wild and he'll put me in
The
place.
gourmet food and stuff, like special.
हेलो हेलो यहाँ पे इधर 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 इधर
Where? Yeah, you're the center. Guys, take your phone and flash your lights. I think she's there. The center.
हेलो मेरा नाम आरती सक्सेना है और मेरा ऐश्वर्या जी से क्वेश्चन है
जी नमस्ते.
लास्ट टाइम मैंने ऑप्शंस दिए थे आपको अमित जी के बिग वो केबीसी के, लेकिन इस बार नहीं दूंगी. तो इस बार मेरा ये सवाल है कि आजकल साउथ बॉलीवुड पे छाया हुआ है. लाइक साउथ की रीमेक्स बन रही हैं, साउथ की डब बन रही हैं और वो हिट हो रही हैं, और बॉलीवुड वाले जितने रीमेक बना रहे हैं वो फ्लॉप भी हो रहे हैं. तो ये बात आपको पहले से पता थी, आप साउथ की तरफ पहले ही भाग ली?
So question of भागी.
साउथ की फिल्में ज़्यादा कर रही हैं बॉलीवुड के हिसाब से.
I mean, it's not about, because I think मेरा जो नज़रिया रहा है भारतीय सिनेमा है शुरू से, and I was very very clear about I mean, if I had the opportunity, of course, to be able to subtly but strongly and clearly convey that in the work that I did right from the beginning, because I do not I do not support that viewpoint कि यहाँ काम नहीं है तो वहाँ जाएंगे, वहाँ काम नहीं है तो यहाँ आएंगे. ऐसी कोई बात है नहीं. कलाकार कला के पीछे जाता है. जहाँ मौका मिले कि we get the opportunity to shine, to learn, to grow, to be able to do fabulous work, it's a natural, it naturally draws you. And even if we sound repetitive and it bores you, the fact is that I was blessed to have had the opportunity to work with Mani Garu in my first film. Why wouldn't I say a yes? And yes, and thereafter I've also got to work with wonderful directors like Rajiv Menon, Shankar Sir. It was naturally, I would say yes to the movies that I have done, and the proof is in the pudding. You'll have seen the movies that I have chosen to do with Rahman Sir's music in all of them. I mean, wow. Why wouldn't I happily say a yes to these incredible combinations of talents where I got to start my career, to grow, to learn, and have the opportunity to actually work with the great talents. When you have the opportunity to surround yourself, to infuse yourself with this kind of creative energy, it's a natural yes. So it's not about यहाँ भागना कि वहाँ भागना. शुरू से मैंने तो I think काफ़ी clear किया है in my choices कि I don't follow these systems and these thought processes, and that's never been my journey and reasons for my choices.
Thank you
The
very
thank
much.
you.
You are sorry for
All right, we'll
having
take
me.
two final questions, right? I'll come to you,
Yeah.
but before that, Mayur.
Hi, Mayur here from Beyond Bollywood Center. You can see me. Yeah, I have one question for Trisha and one question for Mr. Mani Ratnam and Vikram sir. I'll ask Trisha first. Obviously you have this unenviable distinction. You're made in Hindi film. Where I've not seen it, but I have read that you played a municipal commissioner. So I wanted to ask you, last time when you came to Mumbai and today when you've come to Mumbai, did you take stock of the roads, the potholes?
Take stock of the.
Just a light-hearted
I
question.
do that even in Chennai.
Okay, the roads are good in Chennai though. Okay, you want to add something to it?
No, I mean, that was a film, honestly, I did not look at it as like a launch into Hindi cinema. It was because Priyansa launched me in Tamil and he asked me to do this film. It's actually a remake of a Malayalam film, so I just obliged because like he's my guru. He launched me, he gave me a platform, and so no, I do not go around looking at potholes in any part of India otherwise.
Okay, my question to Mani sir and Vikram sir. Lately, especially in the last few years, we get to hear this word pan-India. The way I look at it, India is a country, it's known for its cultural diversity. And with cultural diversity comes different sensibilities, regional sensibilities. So do you think as a filmmaker, do you think it's really, it's a fallacy to use this word pan-India? Because the sensibilities is always, they will be different, and that's the beauty of our nation.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. I think we should take away the word pan-India. It's always been India.
Vikram sir, would you like to add to this?
Yeah, the same. First of all, apologies for the history class last time. And second, I believe any story, any movie with a good story, which is engaging, which is thought-provoking, which evokes emotions that really stir us, will do well, will reach a clear example would be a Kantara or, which is such a small film. But it crossed boundaries in spite of it having, you would understand that being a Mangalorean, it's got a Mangalorean culture which even people in Bangalore may not understand, which only a certain community in Kerala will understand. It's on the border. It's called Theyyam in Kerala and whatever. But it reached cross boundaries because sheer dint of the fact that it had a story like that, which was so engaging. So I think you make good films, it will cross boundaries. And now with OTT and stuff, people have started watching films, not just dubbed films. They prefer watching films with subtitles because they want to have the original language out there, which is so, heartwarming. And I'm so glad that we are all here in a time when we can push our boundaries, and now we don't even have to stop with Kashmir or with Kanyakumari. We're actually thinking global. We're thinking of Oscar awards. Who knows? One of them may get, or will surely get. And he's making it a habit, so I'll be waiting for that. And thank you for that question.
Hi, Shobita here. Hi, Shobita. I'm Tanmay from Peeping Moon. My question for you is, what's your biggest takeaway from PS2?
That sometimes I feel like as actors, when an experience or when something is so special to you, like for me this opportunity, sometimes we tend to put it on such a pedestal that we might not entirely be present in the moment. So there have been a couple of times when we shot things that I was completely unprepared for, and yet taking that plunge gave me a lot of joy afterwards, and it taught me a lot. So when the student is ready, the lesson arrives. So just be willing to take the leap and have faith. Your filmmaker knows what he's doing.
Thank you, thank you.
Jayam Ravi, would you like to elaborate a little bit? Here, this side. Would you like to tell us something about your character?
In the movie, right?
Yeah, of course. Otherwise, also we won't mind.
Otherwise,
hearing.
it's a little questionable.
But
that's a good question.
It'll be interesting.
He's jealous, nothing.
Yeah, he's always
Especially the
jealous.
questionable parts.
Yeah.
Down south, I would say the character of Ponniyin Selvan or
So I asked.
Rajaraja Cholan is an epitome of a character. He's literally looked as near to God because of his nature and because the way he took care of his kingdom. So when Mani sir called me and told me, you're going to play Rajaraja Cholan, and I was like in a dream, which we spoke a few months back here, and now the dream has come as a reality. But the process was amazing because he told me to live as Rajaraja Chola for 6 months before the shoot. So I did that exercise, sir. I did, and it really helped me to play that character well because, you know, I was searching for many words to describe Rajaraja Solan, and I took all the positive words because he is a very positive person. And one word stood out, you know, it's the righteousness of him. When he looks at somebody, uh, we know that he's righteous. So that word, my brother helped me with that word. And finally, when I portrayed it and when people saw it, my brother, who has like done 7 films, he's a director, he's done 7 films with me, and we've grown together. This one is, he saw the film and he told, I'm seeing you as a new person here. I can see the righteousness in your eyes. Only my brother can come up with that because he's lived with me, made movies with me. And I really thank Mani sir for that, you know, for seeing that quality. Something, I don't know. Thank you, sir. Thank you for that.
Mani sir, Mani garu, before we wind up, do you consider Ash as your lucky charm and lucky mascot? And
Yeah,
Ash, you can answer also after him.
He's certainly not one to sit and think about luck.
Is she your fan club president?
I don't
Just
think
checked out.
luck even is the kind of factor that he focuses on.
Lucky charm.
See, when you're a filmmaker is a very, very selfish person. He's absolutely heartless and selfish. Only thing that you care for is the film.
We all second that.
How much ever I love her, I will ask her only if I think she's right for the role. And every time I've asked her is only because I believe that she was absolutely right for the role, and she's been nice enough to say yes. So it is not a luck or it's not a charm, it's only her talent and the personality that would portray this character.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. That's all we have for you. With this, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a quick photo op. The final photo op. Would like to invite on stage the dialogue writer, Mr. Divya Prakash Dubey, and of course, Laika Productions, say our very favorite Ashish Singh Saab. Sir, of course, it's time for a final photo op, and then we'll wrap this up.
Thank you for your question. I've got the most special moment ever. Thank you so much.